this, the whole city's gonna transform. See? Just see. Come on, as a kid, this is the first time I ever saw a city transform, right? You know what I mean? A giant spaceship. I'm like, what? And it was live, right? Not live, but I mean, not on tape. It's like,
It must be the gyrosphere. Look, what? Gravity pods are breaking away.
What is it? Oh no! They're tearing away from the ship instead of lifting it.
uh-oh.
This can't be happening.
The ship is losing altitude, Captain.
Please tell me I'm dreaming this.
Pardon, sir?
It's a nightmare. Is everybody okay? I want a full damage report. Give me a computer readout on every system on board.
Yes, sir.
You'll never let me hear the end of this.
You shouldn't blame yourself for this, sir.
I am the captain.
This is Skull Leader, Veritech Team to SDF-1. Mission completed. We met the enemy air assault and we sent them back where they came from.
Very commendable work, Commander Father. How many did you shoot down?
Only 10 this time.
You're slipping, Roy.
Well, don't worry, Claudia. I'll make it up. Do you have any word on the VT-102?
He landed in Macross City in a battleoid, and he's doing more damage than the enemy.
Thanks, Lisa.
Who is he? He's not registered as a fighter pilot.
It's okay. I know him.
He needs help.
I'd better go check on him. Skull Leader to crew. You guys head on back to Prometheus. I've got some business to take care of in town. Captain Kramer, you take over group command. Over. Roger, Commander. I should have known better than to leave him alone. Aha! Here's the battleoid. This is Skull Leader calling VT-102. Do you read me? Over.
Hi, Roy, it's me.
Had a busy day down there, I see.
Yeah, you might say that, big brother.
I always love that. Like this model right here. How it transforms with like this one. You see the skull and bones too? This is like the skull squadron.
I don't believe it.
A few small repairs and you can take
That
it
scene
back
was like
in action.
amazing
Talking about.
back then. You know what I
I don't
mean?
even know what this thing is, and I'm sure not qualified to operate it.
That's like 1984 or 85.
The controls aren't that much different. I'll tell you what to do. The legs are controlled by the foot pedals.
Huh? Which foot pedals? There must be 50 different controls in here.
57 to be exact. I'll explain them to you while I'm making the repairs.
Heinz 57.
Battloids are classified
57
by
times.
and trust me, there is a reason.
Heinz 57, you know? 57 different controls.
Switch on low energy and use
Heinz 57 is how many different ingredients there are? Or different kinds there are?
see how easy it is.
Anyway, never mind.
Wow,
the
you
family
learn
thing.
fast, don't you?
Thanks.
Midway, come on. Okay, Auntie. See you later. We're being evacuated.
Recon and battle pods have landed, Commander. We're ready to attack. Attention all gunnery crews. Prepare to give covering fire to the recon assault group. Ready all guns. Ready all guns. Set for long-range covering fire.
We better get moving, Rick. We still have a war to fight.
I'm still pretty unsure of myself trying to keep track of all these robot controls. I'm not ready for combat.
Pull the control mark G, and we'll switch to Guardian configuration.
What the heck is a Guardian? Here goes!
And weaponry like this is like what rail guns and stuff. Like it's like advanced weaponry, and they're just like showing it off. This is one of the reasons why the Japanese didn't want people to know about this cartoon, because it was like high tech to them. It's like predictive programming. This is the stuff that he wanted to teach their kids to do.
If you're worried about your girlfriend, we
And then when the North America during the war and after the war, they stole the Japanese transmissions because they were secretly listening in, and so they used this to program our kids
Captain, an alien assault force is approaching from
to
the
try
east.
to compete with them. It's all predictive programming, right? They sat kids like me in front of these TVs, and this is what they showed us to tell us what to do. You know. And you said like you grew up with all genetics, right? DNA. Yeah, exactly. The Transformers became beasts, right? Yeah, exactly. It became genetic programming, genetic engineering. But first they'll be robots, and then it'll be genetics. Very quickly.
Take it easy, honey. You're okay. We'll protect you. Take care of the girl, Rick. I'll hold them off.
You can't handle them alone.
Don't argue with me. I'll draw their fire while you get them out of here.
Stay right there. I'll pick them up.
I thought you were an amateur. Huh? Oh no!
Trust me, I can do it.
Do I have to? No!
Get out of here, Rick. Fire your jets.
Is there a lot of people watching?
Huh?
Anybody watching?
Yes. It takes a while for people to come in, but eventually it'll be more
I'll
and
be
more.
okay, Roy.
I don't care how you are. How's the girl?
The girl? Okay so far.
Better take good care of her. If anything happens to her, you'll have to answer to me.
Oh, don't forget, big brother. I saw her first.
That's how it is, huh? We'll discuss this later.
Boy, I gotta find some way to get her in here. Uh-oh.
So I can hide things in this. What was that?
Just grab my hand. You can do it. That's it. You're safe now. Don't cry. Are you okay?
I'm alright. Now. Oh no!
You okay? Huh? Oh no, Midman. Yeah.
Abandoned houses? Are these abandoned houses?
Yeah.
They look like that?
Yeah, it
Oh
is.
my gosh! You're joking?
No. A lot of Canadian go
50,
there.
what? $25,000, 55,000, 35,000, $8,000?
Yeah.
What? Are you kidding me? You're joking.
No.
That is nuts.
This is called.
These are abandoned houses in Japan. That's crazy.
It is.
I think I might be moving to Japan.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm saving up money to buy one of those abandoned homes
What was it?
Yeah.
What was that thing, Roy?
and then renovate them.
That's the enemy. Now you know why we
See?
built a metal.
Yeah, screw this. What are we living here for?
Just like human beings.
Here is like 500,000, 1 million. The weather is 20,000.
Jeez.
Yeah.
You understand?
It's like
Kept this a secret.
this is like what? Look, it's
Engineering
beside the
reports
sea.
backup rockets are fueled
Look,
and ready for
isn't the
firing.
farm
How's the
beside the
evacuation
sea?
progressing, Lisa?
All the civilians have been safely transported to shelters. The city is deserted.
What?
Very well.
Yeah.
Switch on the main booster rockets. We'll be
Okay,
on
guys.
immediately.
I'm no longer
Does that
Canadian.
just work?
Because it's Justin Trudeau, first of all.
All right. Blast
I mean,
off.
that's a farmhouse too. It's a farmland.
You gotta be joking. That's a world, that is a different world, man. That's a different world. Like, why are we here?
See, he's the one who said.
My personal book about buying and renovating houses in Japan is available for pre-order on Amazon. But if you want to browse some listings until then, Cheap Houses in Japan/Anton.
He went to
Cheap Houses
Japan,
Japan
buys
is a viral
$20,000
Instagram account
home
that showcases
and renovated.
Oh my gosh.
sale all over Japan, like this cool mountain lodge in Okayama, $13,000. Or this one in Niigata, where they just lowered the price. Best snow in the world in Hokkaido. Even if you don't speak Japanese, they make it so easy to browse listings online. And if you want to browse more listings online, I have great news for you. By using my code CheapHouseJapan/Anton, you'll get 20% off on all their newsletter services. My personal
You just have to find like a job that, well, obviously I can work remotely. What about you?
Huh?
You can find a job there? You know, work on the Shopify site.
That's why I want to work on a Shopify site, and Japan gives you this visa called like this electronic, like what they call it? The visa? They give you the visa for you to stay there.
They give you a visa?
Yeah.
Cool.
They give you a visa. What do they call it? It's like they have a special term for it. For someone who has like online business and everything like
They
that.
give you a special visa
Yeah.
for when you have an online business.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Or like that. You can live there.
That's good.
Yeah.
And that's where we gotta finish all the bonsai stuff. Because like some people like really like it. And it's like it can be made into a game.
Like
This is like actually like they look pretty good, you know.
Here's big news for Adventure fans. The complete Robotech saga will soon be available to you on video cassette from Family Home Entertainment.
Is that-
oh yeah, they call it digital nomad.
Digital Nomad? Cool. This is some of the pieces of the tree that need to be reassembled because it's kind of a complicated build. I'm just trying to show off like the tree. So right now, that might have to redo the whole thing, but pieces of it have to be put together because it has to be like when it's printed, when it's taken apart, you have to take it apart very carefully. And because of, depending on the tree, it's got like different pieces that need to be reassembled and painted and stuff like that. So it's like not like done in like 5 minutes. You know what I mean? It's like an art form, really. So this is like the base layer of one of them, and like this will have to be like either cut off and done printed off with the gold, or I'm thinking that it'll be painted. I think it'll look better with certain gold paint, and then the rest of it's just this is the wood filament. Wood style filament. It's like a little puzzle that has to be put back together again once it comes apart. Because the original, and here's like part of it, gotta be painted gold. So I mean, I'm working on it and trying to make the best one I can. But like some of the different ones, like will come out like this, right? Like look at this model. This is just comes off as one job of what just it came off just like this, except on this side, a couple of little. It comes with joints like. This one from my daughter. My daughter did this one. She just pushed the buttons a bit, essentially. It's very smooth. And that's like that wood material, kind of wood filament, wood style filament. Anyway, we're working on trying to fix this up. This button. This button's broken. So I had to get a new testing kit, multimeter. And a new soldering iron. This is some of the material, the waste material. Bad print. It came off the base layer. After, like, lots of filled material. You see, this is the waste so far. I have to clean all this up. Then use electrical on this one. This is gonna have to go. They crashed. They ended up stuck on the ship for like a month or something like that.
I gotta go. She might panic if she sees that. Hope this thing will still fly.
What happened? What's wrong? Why are you trembling like that? Huh? What are you looking at out there? What's the
No, you have to look out there.
What is it? What's wrong?
Oh my gosh.
But you can't sit around here forever. Come on, let's go. That big palooka seems to have formed a permanent attachment to you.
We're trying to clean up all this. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, that smells nice. Whoops. This is Ultimate Music Theory, which is basically blank slate. The good thing about these shows is that there's lots of battles. Humpty Dumpty. Are you gonna be able to put this together again?
That's the last two, sir. All fires are accounted for except for Commander
Some of the base material.
102.
I don't think we have to worry about Commander Fulton. Vanessa, show me the positions of Armor 1 and Armor 10 on the monitor screen.
Yes, sir. They're both approaching rendezvous point now. We should be making contact with them in about half an hour.
Very good. Any sign of enemy craft, Claudia?
No, Captain, it's all clear. Excuse me, Captain, but isn't that strange? After launching such a massive attack from orbit, why isn't the enemy continuing their attack? It just doesn't make sense, does it?
That's bothering me too. There has to be a reason they're just playing with us.
Do we really think they're just playing with us, Captain?
Yes. They have weapons, but they don't attack. It must have a reason.
She doesn't want to go to the ship, boy. She wants to go back to Macross Island.
precision jump targeting the area behind the moon. Get your radar busy on an access check, Lisa. We'll make the jump from precisely 2,000 feet above the island.
Huh? Don't we need permission from headquarters?
This is an emergency. We don't have time for that.
But Captain, you know the regulations specifically. Sorry, sir.
I know what the regulations say, but I appreciate you bringing it to my attention.
I just wanted to.
You've got my order.
Yes, sir, Captain. Attention all hands. Priority. Phone system standby. Readying maximum green energy at all power stations. All hands to emergency positions. Repeat. All hands to emergency positions. This is not a drill. Prepare for fold in T-minus 5 minutes and counting. Mark.
I'm getting worried about Minmay, aren't you? I wonder where she went.
Don't worry about Minmay. She'll be all right. She just went to another shelter, that's all. Nothing's going to happen to anyone as smart as Minmay, isn't that right?
Yeah. Are you planning on going somewhere?
I'm gonna take you back to the island like I promised. You still want to go, don't you? Because I'm not gonna hang around here one way or the other. Thanks.
T-minus 3 minutes and what's a fold?
Oh, nothing to do with us. Come on, let's go.
It's so small. Will it hold 2 people?
If they're very friendly, it will. Here, put this on.
Oh. Wow.
It's so cute on you, Minmay. You could start a whole new fashion.
Oh, you.
Okay, hang on to me.
It's awful close.
I can't see the fly if you sit there.
I'm sorry, Rick, but it's so tight.
There's nothing to be afraid of, Minmay. I'm an expert pilot. There now, okay?
Hit your fold in 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Execute hyperspace float jump.
Impossible at that altitude.
It may be impossible, but they did.
What'll we do now, Commander?
I want to be informed of their exact location immediately. Now, sir. Now.
Switching to backup generator, sir.
Radar shows an extremely large object just beneath us, sir.
Our jump target was the moon. That's what your large object means.
No, it's too small to be the moon, sir. I'll put it on the monitor screen for you. It's coming at us.
No, we're moving toward it.
It's Macross Island, Captain Glover.
Macro rockets, Claudia. Maximum thrust.
It's no go. I'm getting no response whatever from the computer.
It's covered with ice, Captain.
I'm trying to stream, but my ex is bugging me, and I'm trying to like get her to stop annoying me. So just letting you know, I'm trying to get her to leave me alone. Okay, fine. Bye. Doing what?
They want to kill the cows. They want to kill the birds. It's not COVID. Now it's bird flu. Let's kill all the birds. Let's kill all the cows. Why? Because they want to starve everyone to death. Given that everything is basically supply and demand, when it comes to prices, the more livestock they kill, the higher the prices. And so they're going to continue to kill the cows and the birds and anything else that they can so that they can kill the people. Again, people don't want to take the vaccine, so what's left?
More than likely.
Kill the food supply. Poison the food supply. Do you know that
What's happening to our food?
Do you know that our food is illegal in most other countries? And that's because a lot of these videos that we're going to see are coming from other countries. This is where we get our food. We don't want our food. Nobody wants our food because it's toxic. It causes cancer and a lot. And so they continue to do all sorts of Frankenstein like things with the food, not to produce more food, but to produce more toxic food with mysterious ways. It's a very mysterious type of thing because you don't know where it's coming from. What could it be? All you can do is go to the doctor. The doctor doesn't really know, so they give you a pill. The same people that own the food supply pretty much own the drug supply, the pharmacia supply. They make money on the medicine. The sicker they can make you with the food, the more money they make behind the scenes. It's a win-win for all these industries that are owned by the same people. The aim and the goal is Agenda 21, Agenda 2030. They want to kill and exterminate. They want to mass murder. It's like being in Jonestown, and there's no escape. There's no escaping the grid. There's no escaping the New World Order. There's no escaping Bill Gates until people break the road. And that's basically what's going to have to happen if people are going to survive.
That's good. You cleaned up nice.
The eugenics program, not only poisoning the food, the air, the water,
So, what's up?
bioweapons,
I'm cleaning up.
checking us
Just trying to sort through everything. Making some space to do the electronics.
to call humanity. Just looking at this disturbing video. The food is so bad
Well,
that even the dogs.
I'm watching this thing. You didn't watch the rest of the episode, so I turned it off.
I want to
I
watch.
paused it for now.
Oh, I thought.
You have to start it over.
No,
'Cause
no.
you missed like most of it.
Something definitely wrong with the food, especially in America.
Something.
Our food is illegal in most other countries.
Let's start listening
Can
to
you
this.
taste the toxins? Can you taste the poisons? Most of the time, not.
Skittles unfit for
Because
human
of the
consumption.
artificial.
Mars concealed information about a toxic ingredient from consumers. Figures. I gotta check my message. I just you want me to rewind it, or what do you want me?
Rewind it. I was watching.
How far back were you?
Yeah, there.
Right here,
Yeah.
roughly.
I'm going back to pick up something I left down on the island. Captain Kramer will take command of the fighter group until I return. Over.
Why are you returning? Over.
Rick Hunter and fighter VT-102 is still back on the island, and I have to go pick him up now.
That pilot's an imposter. I've gone through the entire registry and I find no record of such a person.
Well, that's easy enough to explain. He's a civilian, so he is enlisted in the military register.
What? A civilian? But I thought,
She's all in shock. So she falls in love with him, right? It's a love triangle between Lisa and Rick and Min May, basically. It's like a big soap opera. it's very adult oriented. That's the thing about Japanese cartoons at those times. They're very mature, right? For like
Thank heaven she's alive. Uh-oh. The alien? I gotta go. She might panic if she sees that. Hope this thing will still fly.
What happened? What's wrong? Why are you trembling like that? Huh? What are you looking at out there? What's there?
No, you mustn't look out there.
Oh, what is it? What's wrong?
Oh my gosh.
What is it?
I hate to interrupt you two, but you can't sit around here forever. Come on, let's go. Huh? That big palooka seems to have formed a permanent attachment to you guys.
Amazing, isn't it?
It's really incredible.
How's that for convenience? Hang on, you two.
hold on a second. I gotta interrupt the song for a notice here for a friend. I want to explain something. The last 48 hours of the hackathon, nobody was around.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Uh-huh.
Like online,
Yeah.
basically everybody disappeared. That was part of the group, except for me. Nora wasn't around either. Nora,
More.
I was all alone, and I was thinking, well, everybody just abandoned me.
Okay.
Everybody abandoned me.
Yeah.
Everyone left me alone. And in fact, I actually, I'm not surprised because I don't think people have that much endurance, not like I do. They were just exhausted, and they're busy with their lives.
Yes.
This is priority to me, not to them. Right? So I'm all alone again.
Where is on your group?
I was all alone. Now he wasn't there for me, and neither was nobody was. Nobody was there. They all left. Nobody was there to support me,
For your hackathon?
except for you. Except for you.
Mikiana,
You were the only one to support me there.
just a few merchants grew up.
Leah is the only one that was actually around to support me
The switch.
when I needed someone. So, you know, it's like I fought piranhas. You have to listen to the lyrics. I hold the rope and I hold the sail. There was no one with me. I was all alone. And I fought piranhas. And I fought the cold. Who puts up a fight? Walking out of hell now. When you fought the cold, there's somebody with you. Yes, you're all alone. Remember that, boys and girls. In the end, life is solo. You'll meet somebody with you. If you're lucky, you'll meet somebody. But you can't count on anyone. You're actually the only person that I've ever been able to count on. You know that? Yeah. Leo saved my life. You actually saved my life. Like, literally saved my life.
I did not know I saved your
No,
life.
I told you before. You literally saved my life. And that's why I love you more than anything. Crazy. What is that? Think I'm just happy. Think I'm just happy. Oh yeah, you know what? There was other people there that was actually there for me, but they weren't on the team, the hackathon team. They're like separate business partners. They're always there. I have friends. I shouldn't be so cold. I have to explain. Everybody was busy, right? Everybody was busy. Ah. But I was depressed because I was sitting there alone and I had no one to talk to. And I'm like thinking, what am I going to do? I don't know what I'm going to do. Am I going to finish up this thing or am I going to finish up that thing? And there's nobody wants to talk about it. Nobody's here. And I'm like, I don't know. I can submit bonsai as being the thing, but it's like cheating. I don't know. It feels like it's cheating because I've been working on it for a long time. So I can't do that. So I had to submit something else. And I feel like actually, I have to mention Mikey. I have to mention, he was totally there for me, absolutely, 100%. But he's not like technically part of the hackathon team. He's not signed up, and neither is Kevin. And Kevin has also helped me out. But obviously Derek has been a solid help all the time. So Derek, don't get me wrong, you were there. I know you were busy, dude, and there was absolutely nothing that you could have done to help me at that last bit of time. So don't worry about it. I just need someone to talk to, and Leah was there though, and I realized that. See, that's what I realized during this time, right? I learned this. Okay, I learned it. I learned during this time that I'm like looking externally for some kind of validation in my life, right? And I don't really want. Like, I don't really want that external validation. I don't need it. It's not what I want. So why am I streaming, right? It's like it was to try to get people on board for the project to start using Lightning AI, so that we could develop apps that are really good. That was the whole point of streaming, teaching, trying to do it in a way that was interesting. And it was none of the studios are published now because I'm redoing one of them. And there's lots of others that you can look at. So, I mean, if people are interested, they're interested. They're not, they're not. That's fine with me. I don't really care. But lots of people support me in my business. It's just that the actual hackathon team just kind of fell apart. It disappeared, and it was just me at the last minute trying to make sure that something got done. So that's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about my friends out there trying to do business with me. They're serious about what they're doing, and but they're just not part of the hackathon. So I have these conflicting interests, and I'm trying to calm down now after the hackathon and get straightened out and focused on the business. So part of the business is 3D printing itself has to get better and better. I have to get improve all of that. This has to be this is a real skill of test, or a test of skill. And I have to learn very quickly. The bonsai tree. Bonsai tree is a complicated thing to do. It's like a complicated model, and it's a real test of what I can do with that. And I like it. I like the challenge. I gotta clean all this up. Now the hackathon's done. I gotta go back to a regular schedule, get some decent sleep. Yeah. Lots of Sorry, hun. Did you talk to your friend? Yes. Me too. I'm trying to talk to my friends. Yeah. So don't get me wrong. I'm not mad about anything. It's just that that's life. Life is like that. It's you're racing towards a certain destination and you're dragging other people along. That then you can expect that they're not gonna be there at the end with you because they have their own life. That's what I mean, And I have 18 million different things that I want to do, and maybe some of those overlap with some of the things that people want to do, and the rest they're not interested in. It's just confusing to them. So it's I don't know how to balance it out. I don't know how to balance it out without losing myself. Losing my own identity. Because I jump around on different topics all the time as part of my research. It's just kind of the way I incorporate information together into new ideas. Just try to just mash up lots of different concepts. And change the camera. I don't know why they put the camera changing feature buried in a menu. every time I flip the camera and I see my bald head, I'm like, what? And I remember that I shaved my head again. It's growing back fast. I'm just tired. I don't really want to feel like cleaning up, and I just feel like procrastinating right now. You know what I mean? Finished up that task. Finished up the hackathon. You know how many hours I must have done in that thing? And it's like most of the stuff that I actually did on hackathon, they're not submitted at all. They're not going to be submitted. Nobody will ever see it. Most of it's not going to ever be seen by anybody but me until like later maybe. I wrote so much too about it, like different bits, like a lot of it's in like ChatGPT fragments. It needs to be assembled into different parts of the abacus. Well, what used to be abacus, it's bonsai now, bonsai studio and bonsai. And like I barely scratched the surface on bonsai. Bonsai, like I haven't even started on the wallet of like the Vision Studio part, like or the VS Code changes. So that's another big thing. That's gonna take a while. Yeah, I'm sorry if I came off as like, upset. I'm not actually upset at anybody. I just felt like alone, just alone. And then Leah showed up, and I felt better. But when she was at work, I was like desperate to talk to somebody about what I should do. But during that time, I realized, why am I trying to talk to somebody else? That's what I'm getting at. They don't know what I want to do. I do know what I want to do. You know what I mean? And like, if I don't know what I want to do, then I need to ask God what to do, not them. So I just kind of listened in to what people were talking about, and I realized, I'd been working on the concept of like what I just put out as print coin for the hackathon. I've been working on that for a while in the past, but I didn't do much progress on it like initially. So I just said, well, I'll try actually start doing it for the hackathon and see if I can submit it. And I had like new ideas related to it that I hadn't thought of before, so I brought them to the table. The print coin is like the idea you can embed that Ordle into any 3D object you want, right? It can be a coin shaped, it can be electroplated coin that you could just pass around. But the thing is, like, if you have an unspendable private key, there's two different ways to do that. An unspendable private key. So you could have like public-private key pair, where there's a private key that actually doesn't exist. That's what Craig Wright was talking about in court, right? But there's another method somebody mentioned even just yesterday, and I can't remember what it's called. I think it starts with an R. What the heck is it called? Some kind of scheme anyway, where Yeah, it's just like kind of like a secondary validation for happening. I can't remember what it's called, but you can have like a private key that you define. So you can essentially have like a little password that's the private key, and instead of like a big long one, it's just embedded like code, a little small code, like a pin number or something, whatever you want to pick. That's the intent of it. I just can't remember the name of it. So it just make it easier to spend when it's to spend, but if it's cracked open, like the plastic's cracked open, it's obvious that somebody saw it, right? This is like, could somebody like read it without cracking it open? They could use some advanced ways of trying to figure it out, like how what words are without opening it. I don't know. They could, but it'd be like difficult for them to do so. If we kept it like low value, then it might be not worth it for them. But something I have to think about and keep on thinking about. It's like I wanted to make a really inexpensive way of doing it, where anybody could essentially print it themselves, same kind of format, same protocol. And without like circuitry. Could be done with NFC probably, but I want to try to do it without it. Like, so if you did have a non-spendable private key, basically, then if you did it that way, then you can't you can't spend it digitally. It can only be spent physically. It's locked permanently to that physical object. You know, you could lock it for a certain amount of time too. You know that? You could lock it for like a year that it's good for. Like it could be minted for like 1 year, and then like be no longer good. It'd just be swept back into like some pool of like fermenting, reminting. Huh. That's actually would probably work well. Because then that way you can actually guarantee that you're not gonna just lose all the stats forever. It's actually not a bad idea, isn't it? Think about it. You have to melt down coins and redo them anyway. So that's interesting. That kind of solves the problem, doesn't it? I think I just figured out how to solve like one of the major problems with offline part spending. Yeah. Whoops. I really think that would work. I gotta think about that for a second. Okay. So, okay, print coin. Um,
started talking to me about her brother, and then I was like, okay, so what's wrong with your brother? And like she said, oh, my brother, he's like, he's so close to his mom ever since like the mom died and everything. Like, and then I was like, yeah, ever since like our mom died, and
Use Clock Locker.
he was like yeah, he was like close to his mom. I was like, we don't even know what's going on with him. And then I was like, and then what this is what happened, okay? I was like, okay, you know, because exactly what happened here, and how he feel, and what his experiences are about this news and everything. She was like so surprised. Well, I don't. At that time, I just told him like,
Top secret. Top secret material. Alright.
mom is like, you know, she left the service, like, it's like something's missing. So that's what I said. Like, so she's it's so
This actually connects to Invent Store, by the way. So it's just part of Invent Store, really.
yeah. So he's
Yeah,
like
you
something
can't tell what this is.
something with my heart.
Don't worry about it. It's made for me.
So
It's made for my eyes
so
only.
like he has to go through some kind of spiritual
No, don't look at
part
this part at all.
to overcome that. So that's why.
You see, I'm not worried about it though, right?
No, but like the lady was like, oh wow, how do you know that? Like how do you know that? I said I don't know, but like when I saw him see him, that's how I feel. Like that's how I felt. Like I can just like okay, I don't know. This is why I feel like if I become a psychiatrist, I'll be like really good one. Like no, I can freak. It's just that my mother doesn't allow me to
That's
do
kind of
it.
crazy.
No, like you have to study 4 year university. No, psychology. And then you study like master. After masters and then you go into like medical school for psychiatry. That's so long. Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. Yes. Well, like here's the thing for managers. You know what? You know? Oh my gosh, he's so young. What? Your kids say that? Your kids say that? Yeah, they are different.
yeah. This is time lock for like it's only available at a certain time.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. If you wanna, okay, if your son wanna get married, like he better find a woman that like match his personality, like you know, match. Yeah. No, not no.
This is RX virtual time. So you can have a time cycle,
No, not that kind of stuff.
which is more like
It's like
kind of like
they practice
think of it as
with
waves
girls that are really matchless.
that happens over time. Certain events happen,
Okay, that is like a perfect marriage.
like unlock,
Like marriage
or
would be
lock,
like I want to get married
unlock,
to get like
lock
a girl
again.
like that. It doesn't work. And or like
So you can have
it might
windows
be
where
like,
something's open or not.
oh,
That's a possibility for
like she's pretty, I marry her, or like she's rich, I marry her. It's not like that. It's like we
like
have
a bank
to
has like a bank is only open during certain times, right?
I know.
So you can have open, multiple vectors as the hands on a multi-dimensional clock if you wanted to.
You don't want to be like, okay.
So that has ultimate flexibility. And then I realized that obviously model quantum mechanics actually. So you can just do all quantum mechanics that way. Oh, shit. Don't look at that shit. Guys, don't look at that stuff. If you're gonna sweep it, sweep it. Just do it and get it over with. If you can figure it out, do it. Just get it done. Honestly, that's some kind of plasma. What was I thinking? I can tell you that that is something. Something to do with something I'm working on. What the heck was it? Interesting. Oh yeah, officially. Mess that up. Really. just open sourced a whole bunch of ideas of mine. That's what I call open source release.
Yeah, I don't. I when I see her, she kind of like have this like.
Open source.
I can tell with her. I can tell it with her eyes. Like she has regrets. She has regrets. She has regrets. Like yeah, I could. That's why she had this grudge against me. You know, like yeah, 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 yeah.
In this video, I'm going to show you how to build the most interesting, fun, yet simple Python project that you've ever seen. Now, I know that's saying a lot.
Oh my god. That just hits different. What does that mean, the devil's violinist? Honestly, what does that mean? Oh my gosh. Vivaldi's amazing, man. That is Vivaldi. Seriously amazing. I took violin lessons when I was 7 for like a year before I had to move.